How are you?
I'm doing alright, man. What about yourself?
I'm good.
Right, me, I'm here. Yo, 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 yo.
Reptic is alive, everybody. And how are you, Banan? Welcome on. First time being on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty nervous.
Don't be nervous. It's just all your friends. It's everyone here is your friend.
What friends?
Huh? Ooh.
But yeah, first off, me and Reptic are just going to go through the season. We're going to go through the rules and the format, you know, a bit more in depth, maybe take some questions. So yeah. Anyway, so it will be very much the same as last season, apart from there will be no timeouts allowed now until the playoffs. We're only going to do timeouts in the playoffs.
Yep.
You know, it'll be a 3v3, 1 GC, 2 champs. Every player must play at least one game, so that means your subs have to play one game.
One series, but it's
Yeah, one series, sorry. I need to get used to saying series. But yeah, so that means that they need to play one series. Anything else you want to add, Reptic?
No, it's just, you know, basic match rules. So 5 minutes, of course, and just pick a reasonable map. And yeah, as Carl said, timeouts will be coming in playoffs. So.
Yep, and so we've got it planned for running 9 weeks of league play, and then, you know, it'll be the same as last season where we'll have a wee break, and then we'll come back and do the playoff.
3 day
playoff. 3 days or 4 days, depending.
It'll be four teams from each conference making it to playoffs as well. So eight team playoff.
Yep. So
what should be good.
10 teams playing for 4 places could be very good, very tight. But yeah, transfer week will happen as well. That will happen, you know, after game week 4.
Yep.
We'll have some time off. We don't know if it'll be a week or just a weekend off as of yet, but
that will be said.
Yep, we'll let you know when we can discuss it. But yeah, we will have the transfer week again. So if, you know, players don't feel too comfortable, want to change and try something new, yeah, that's what we can do. But yeah, without any further ado, I think that's everything. Any questions in the chat for the format? Anything in your head that you want to ask?
I saw something about you get a timeout if you need to go to the toilet.
No, you got
that
minute.
I've got a few other things to say. So, if people, when you're playing a series, if people are able to make their in-game name as close to their Discord name as possible, be very much appreciated for everyone involved, so they know who they're playing, and for the stats team when they're reporting matches. Having a name similar to your Discord would be very, very useful and appreciated on our end.
Yes, sir.
FAs will be allowed again.
Yep, and it will be the same rule. You can only use the same FA twice.
Yep.
And that is that. Once you've used them twice, you can no longer pick them. I think it will.
And yeah,
I think
good.
I can maybe speak to about adding where it resets if you get to playoffs. All free agents come, because it's like a secondary tournament. But
that'll be announced before playoffs.
Yeah, there'll be a big announcement over the next couple of days about, you know, with the full list of the rules and format.
Yep.
But yeah, without any further ado, we'll get on to the predictions, and I'm going to start off with you, Reptic. We'll go through your lunar predictions, so how you feel each team will finish.
Yep, let me just get mine up. Yep.
Yep.
So for the Lunar Conference, I'll start off from bottom to top. So in 10th, I have Pinogem, purely because I know no one on that team, so I don't know what abilities they have, and I really didn't have to put them. Hopefully, they can prove me wrong and not finish bottom, but because I don't know them, I purely put them bottom. In 9th spot, I've got Astral Esports. My main reason for this is they have Tricks as the main GC, and I think he's a brilliant player, but going from champ in a team to GC in a team is really can be really nerve wracking for some players, and it'd be interesting to see how he takes being the main player on a team. So that would be interesting. So I've put them 9th. Hopefully, yet again, they prove me wrong. 8th, I've got BGCS Goons. As much as I don't think Weberham plays too much anymore, Loopy is one of those players that can play very good or very bad. Same with Bale. So yet again, that'll be interesting to see where they end. Team Clinical, I have in the 7th. Who was on that team again?
Our
Yep,
arch
yet again.
rivals.
Yeah, arch rivals. So yet again, I don't really know too many of the players. I know a few of them, but I've not really seen many of them play together. So I didn't really know of their skill level. In 6th, I've with Wizard Esports, a brilliant name, I have to say. Stealthlin, the goat from season 2.
Yep.
Yes, he didn't play last season, so I want to see him come back and smash it out. Hopefully, they get higher than 6th, but that'll be interesting. But they do have no subs, so if someone can't make it, good luck to them. Following that, I have Flame Esports in 5th. Musa, I rate him very highly. Same with the other people on their team. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but I rate them highly as a team, and I think they will end just off playoffs, but I think they'll do pretty well.
And as Grizz said, Stelflin did play for Complex in season 3, but he didn't start with Complex. He just came in in the transfer. Sorry, on you go.
Okay. In 4th, I have Team Lin with Weekend on the team and Moza as another champ, and I rate them two players extremely highly. Weekend's a very good player, and Moza as a champ is pretty good as well. So I think that team will end 4th. In 3rd place, I have Mischievous 3. The OG team coming back. I don't think they've played since season 1. Correct there, I think.
Yeah.
With Lewis and Charlie being, I don't actually know who the main GC is there, but let's say Lewis, for example, him and
Tornado.
Aspect. What was that?
Tornado's the other GC.
No,
Well,
Oh, it's
Tornado.
Lewis and Charlie.
Oh, no,
Tornado left.
Oh, right, never
Yeah.
mind. I take it back.
We're good. Aspect being a champ, I think he's one of the highest champs in the tourney, so I think he's going to boost that team quite significantly. So I put them at 3rd. At 2nd, I have Team Lotus, the team everyone says I shit on, but through the seasons. But I do think they'll end 2nd this season. Duffer coming back. I don't know why I said that, but Duffer is apparently improved a lot as a player. Eclipse has always been a good player, extremely high rated in the GCs. So hopefully Duffer and Eclipse can work well together. They have very similar play styles. And then at first I have Omen, who is a new organization coming into the tournament. Trixie, Ben, who's a new player who's coming in. I've played with him a few times, and I think he's going to be one of the top GCs, if not the top GC in the tournament. Following with Kylian and Jonah, who have been around for ages and brilliant players. So yeah, I'll put them at first. That's my Lunadom.
Yep, and Luna it's a very open league. I think that I think both teams are very competitive for different reasons, in my opinion. But yeah, I think it's going to be close. I think any of these teams can prove people wrong and do better than and teams can flop. I think
About to say,
anything could happen in this league.
I won't
with-
tell what I hope you do. Prove me.
Well, with this, we move on to Jeffo. You can read out yours.
All right. So at the bottom, I have Panojam. Just I don't really know any of them, and well, it's just yeah. I don't really know what to add on to that. And Team Clinical. We can't be having a fake Clinical getting near the top. That's just no. That doesn't work in my books. And in eighth we have Flame. Just it really depends on how Gonzalo's internet is gonna be. Then moving on, sixth Astral. I don't know. It's just trick size.
You missed number
Oh.
7 with Wizards. But...
Oh, with it really is just gonna depend for with Wizards if everyone can show up for a week, because well, not having any subs is a bold choice. I'll say that at least. Then on number 6, Astro Esports, Trixa, just the best. What can I say? And then moving now, Team Lin. I've played a lot with Lunar, aka Overdrive, and he's a really good player in my opinion, but I'm not sure if they do a lot better than fourth right now. Then in 3, Team Lotus. With Duffer being champ again, that's just gonna be good for them. Then in second, Mischievous 3. Lewis did pretty well last season, and he still has Melty Crispy and got a great addition in Aspect now as well. And then in first, Omen. Just 2 really good champs with, the Ben, who I don't really know, and he also has Trixie, who's also really good.
Did you best fourth out?
Yeah, he missed
That
fourth.
is
Oh,
BGCS goons.
oh yeah, then fourth Beach has Goons. Well, I kind of want to see them do good after how that combo worked of Bill and Loopy last season. So it's just a wild card for me.
Yeah, so we'll move to Mr. Are you done, Kylian?
I'm done. I'm speedy.
Yeah, we'll move on to Kylian then. Here we go.
Yes, sir. On 10th place, I have Penojam. Yeah, basically just as you all said. I don't know them either, so I just don't know what to expect from them. On 9, I have BGCS Goons. I'm not really sure who's in BGCS Goons, to be honest. I haven't really been looking at what the players were in the teams. So I'll just basically say who's on my spot then. On 8th, I got Team Lin. On 7, I got Team Clinical. Yeah, it would be fun if they got high up in the league. But Clinical Masterminds and then Team Clinical. It's gonna be a rough one. Then on 6, I have Flames Esports. On 5, I have Astral Esports. On 4th, I have Wizards. On 3, I have Mischievous 3. As you all guys said, they're finally back. They played already in Season 1. And, I mean, they were a pretty decent team. So, I'm hopeful that they get high up in the league. Then on 2nd, I got Team Lotus. And on 1st place, I got Omen.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are having the same top 3 in Omen, Lotus, Mischievous. But yeah, we'll move on to Banan. Banan, let's go through your predictions. On you go.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, at the fucking coming last spot is BGCS Goons. I don't think they played that well last season, the players in the team. So yeah, just put them last. 9th place, Team Lin. I played with some of the players in that team and I just don't think they have the skills to make it top 4. At 8th place, Astral Esports. I have seen one player, Trixa, who was champ season 2, 3, and 3. He's really good, but as a GC it's gonna be tough, so yeah, happy to see some new players as well, so I think that they will fit 8th place. 7th place, Team Clinical, is interesting. I've seen some of the players and they're actually pretty decent. I think they're really underrated. So yeah, I think they can be a wild card. 6th place, Flame. As they said before, Musa is a really good GC. And Gonzalo, who is their champ, lags a lot, so that might be their downfall. And Penojam, I haven't seen their team play, but I have a feeling they're gonna be really good. With Wizards Esports, Toxo as a champ is gonna be really good. Stealth as a GC is just top tier. W, I haven't seen him play, but I've heard he's decent, so it's solid 4th spot. Mischievous 3, Lewis, Aspect, Melty Crispy, they're just really good players. They're decent in everything, so yeah, 3rd place is good. 2nd place, Omen Esports. Kylian is a really good champ, same with Jonah. Trixie and Ben, I haven't seen Ben play, but I know Trixie is pretty good, and I've heard good things about Ben, so they're gonna do really well this season. And Team Lotus, my team, with Dover as a champ, I think we can do really good. Yeah, that's my predictions.
Yep. And then we'll move on to my predictions. So I have went for BGCS Goons to finish bottom. You know, Weeb, Bale, Lupe. I just don't think they'll work. I don't. Yeah, I just think they'll struggle. Penojam, I went 9th. I was just being like, I think everyone else will put them bottom. I was right, except for Banan. So I was thinking, oh, I'm going to be right, but we just don't know them, so I'm putting them down there. I hope they do brilliant, but I just don't know any of them. Team Clinical, yes, I'm a mix of new and old players, I think. They're the fake Clinical, so I had to put them low down. Can't be, there's a big clinical battle going on. Then Team Lin, I put them in 7th. I don't really know any of the players. I know that some people know and say that these players are quite good, but they'll need to prove that to me. So for the meantime, I put them 7th. Then in 6th, I've put Astral. That's Trixer's team. I think they'll be decent, but they'll just miss out on the top 4 spots. The same with Flame. I think they'll just miss out again. And then 4th, I've got Mischievous 3. I think they could do really well. I think the top 4 could finish in any position. In my opinion, I think there's a clear top 4 in this division or conference. And then 3rd, I've got with Wizards, Stealthlin fully coming back for a full season, hopefully. Toxo going back down from GC to champ. I think they'll do very well. Then Omen, think from what I've heard, Ben's really good and the champs are good. And then Team Lotus, I think will win. I think this is Team Lotus's season. They've been showing bits of what they can do, and yeah, I think Team Lotus will win it. So yeah, we'll spin it over to the Solar Conference now, and we will go just back again to Reptic.
Are we doing proxies?
Oh yeah, I forgot Brooksy's got it.
We're just
Did you want
on
to
this
put them
one.
up?
We'll quickly run through Brooksy, who sadly can't be here. We'll run through Brooksy's as a sort of group, just so I'll just start off. He's went with Team Clinical 10th.
Yep. Next you have Penogem at 9th.
At 8, he has Omen Esports.
At 7th, yes, Team Lin.
Banan.
Glad you ordered it.
At sixth, he has BGCS
Banan.
Goons.
And then at fifth, he has Flame Esports 2.0.
Yep. Or Astral Esports.
On third place, he has With Wizards Esports.
Second, he has Team Lotus.
And why is Jeffo dying?
Yeah, why is he laughing so hard? What's going on?
First spot, he has
Don't mind
BGCS 3.
Yeah,
Alright, cool.
just yeah. And then while we're here, we may as well get Brooks's other side out
Yes,
the way.
sir.
Yeah.
So
I'll start.
I was going to say I'll just quickly run through this
Yeah,
one.
go ahead.
Save,
Yeah, go ahead,
save
go ahead.
everyone dying because. But yeah, Corinthians
Nah.
10th, Team Trilogy 9th, Project Charm 8th, Deep Space 7th, Click 6th, Astro Allegiance 5th, BTF 4th, Team Miracle 3rd, Clinical Mastermind 2nd, and Team Serene 1st. But yeah, so
Yep.
now we will run back over to Reptics.
Yo, everybody, I'm back.
So,
Yep.
so,
Oh, really?
so we're gonna do this again, or it's just Reptic now?
Just me.
Yeah, this is just
Oh,
Reptics.
man.
But this is just Reptics solar predictions.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So in the Solar Conference, 10th we have Team Trilogy. I already a few of the players have been around, but I don't really know them or I've seen them play too much. So I just kind of throw them at 10th. I didn't really know anyone. So that's my reasoning for putting them 10th. Next we have BTF Esports. I love the org. The logo is pretty cool. But yeah, I did put this before knowing who joined. But Nelerin, I haven't seen too much from him other than the champs. I don't really think they're too high. I hope they prove me wrong. But it's reasoning for putting them 9th. At 8th we have Corinthians, and it's kind of a similar story. A few of the champs I haven't really seen playing, and I don't know the GC. So I didn't really know where to put them. In 7th we have Project Charm, who will be our first match, and Paps is in that team, but I don't think the champs are as good as the GC in this team. Of course that they're not going to be as good, but in their own rankings, and that's basically. I don't think the champs are going to be able to keep up or play the playstyle as the GC wants to. Next we have Deep Space, put them in 6th. I think it was kind of crazy now look at it, but whatever. Yep. So I have them in 6th. I actually don't have a reason to put them in 6th. I kind of just put them there. I do. Now I look at it, I do think the champs are going to struggle keeping up with the GC's pace in this team, but yeah. Next we have Astro Allegiance in 5th. I haven't seen Trident play in a very long time, and I assume he's going to be the main champ. So it will be interesting to see how he plays, and if he plays how he used to, I think the GC is going to struggle to maintain him, and yeah, that's reasoning for that. In 4th, I have clicked what's another new org into it, and I've Minty Field, KMW, and I kind of love this team together. So it'll be interesting to see how they work together, because they didn't all really choose to play with each other. As I said, I put them together myself, pretty much. So it'll be interesting to see how they work together, and yeah, I do think the players on that team are pretty high rated, so that's why I put them in 4th. In 3rd, we have Team Miracle, who is Jeffo's team. Well, sort of more Gravesy's team, but Jeffo's in the team. Gravesy has kind of gone off the radar a bit. Haven't really seen him play. I have heard that he's extremely busy with boxing and stuff now, so it'll be interesting to see if he's going to start playing more and if he will come back to his original level. Yeah, Panic doesn't. I've seen him play a little bit recently, and he doesn't see his normal self either, so it will be interesting. In 2nd, I put my team. It's a bit high hopes, but yeah, I think everyone on my team is pretty high level, and it will be. I think we're in 2nd or near the top, but I put 2nd for keep my spirits high. But in 1st, I put Team Serene, who's another new org, and I think everyone on that team's pretty solid, and extremely high leveled for whatever rank they're in. So yeah, that's Solar.
Yep, and with that, we will move on to Jeffo, it was, eh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep, and here's Jeffo's predictions.
Well, I started at the bottom with the team trilogy as well. I simply just don't know them. Ninth Corinthians. It's I don't know. It's just same team, but I just different players that I don't really know. BTF, well, yeah, as Reptic said, nice logo, but what are you gonna do? Like, I don't know. I've not seen any of them really play that much. And seventh, Project Charm. Did not know that Fotis was on that team, so I'm sorry, but hold it. Sixth, Click. Again, did not really know who was on that team. Just a random guess on where they'll finish. Deep Space, I've put them on fifth. I've played against Zarda quite a few times. A lot in four-mans, and well, obviously last season league play I didn't play that one, but I think they're a decent team. They did very well, at least. Zarda did. And then fourth, Team Serene. Well, as long as Dwarfs is not playing, then they should be good. Third, Clinical. I'm sorry, Reptic, Kyle.
No,
Okay.
you say what you want on your roll.
Nah, I'm sorry.
It's your
I just,
opinion.
it's just,
Keep
I
going,
don't,
keep going.
I don't know how well you'll do with. Well,
He's
I
gonna
know
start a
you're.
fight over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna start a fight. I just don't think. I don't know. You guys just said you wanted a chill season, so I don't know. I just didn't expect that much. Then in second, Astro. Marvel's really good. We've got Driss playing as well, so that's just not gonna go great, but you know. And then I've put myself first because, well, I got first last season in league play. I want to do it again.
You've not got as good a team.
I've got a better team.
But yeah, there is Jeffo's, and on with that, we will move on to Kylian's. And Kylian's, there we go.
Yes, sir. Hello. On 10th spot, I got Team Trilogy. Trilogy. Jeez, hard word. On 9th, I got the Corinthians. On 8th, I got Project Charm. On 7th, I got BTF. On 6th, I got Astro Allegiance. On 5, I got Click. On 4th, I got Deep Space. And same as Jeffo, on 3rd, I got Clinical Masterminds. On 2nd, I got Team Miracle. And on 1st, I got Team Serene.
Yep. And there's Kylian's predictions, and with that, we go on to Banan's.
Hello, I'm back.
It's your predictions.
Yeah, 10th I put Team Trilogy. Yeah, I've played with some of them and they're not that great, but I could see them take some games. Corinthians, yeah, solid 9th spot. BTF Esports, I have never seen them play ever, so yeah, 8th. Astro Legions, yeah, Marvels is really good. I haven't seen Trident play in a while, but yeah. 6th, Deep Space, solely as their GC. Sorda is a solid champ as well. I don't know their third player, but I would assume it's someone good. 5th, Click. Minty is really good. I don't remember their champs, but yeah, Minty is ready to carry. 4th, Serene. Yeah, they're gonna win if they don't play Dwarf. 3rd, Team Miracle. Jeffo, Panic, Vizui, Gravsy, really good players. For the
That's so-
Charm, I have only seen Fotis play, and I know he's a really solid player. So, and I don't know about these champs, but I've heard they're good. So they have a shot at taking the one spot. Clinical Masterminds, they have Kyle, so it's just an insta win. Yeah.
And with that, we'll move on to mine. And I've went Corinthians and Team Trilogy, the bottom two. I just don't really know much about them myself. Then I've went Click down in 8th. I don't really know them either. If I know Nollerin and Kanasig. I didn't realise he was in there, but it depends how much
He is?
Kanasig can play. Yeah. Oh no, he's BTS. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah, Minty. So yeah, Minty and KMW. Yeah, I just thought, yeah, that's a volatile team. I got my teams mixed up. Yeah, Click is a volatile team. You know, I think if they gel well together, they could do really well. If they don't gel well, it'll be tough season for them. Astro Allegiance, I know Marvels is extremely good. Don't know much about Chemo. No Trident. Well, if Trident and Marvels can connect with each other like how Stealthlin and Trident connected, they'll be a good team. And if Chemo can play, you know, around that, then they could be very dangerous. But it's ifs, buts, and maybes with that. BTF, yeah, they could be higher now that they've got Kanasig in. Project Charm, I think, will just miss out. I think they're a good, strong team. But I think they'll just miss out. And then I've put us in 4th. As I say, we're not going for a try-hard season, just friends having a laugh sort of vibe, which could work in our favour. We could really finish anywhere this season. Then I've got Deep Space in 3rd, Team Serene and Team Miracle to round it off. I think they two speak for themselves. Very good, very strong teams. And yeah, with that, that's the conference prediction part over. How does everyone feel about them? I think they were all quite even. A few teams jumping about, like Astro. A couple of teams had them low down. A couple of people had them high up. Any surprising predictions from anyone else that they thought was surprising?
Nah, as you said, I think they're pretty equal across the board. None of them jumped out of me as like that's outrageous. But yeah.
Anyone else? I'll take that as a no.
Nope.
So with that, we will move on to week 1 predictions, and we will just go through the same order. We'll go for Reptic if you go for week 1.
Yeah, we're going through all of them, yeah.
Yeah, just do all week 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So I have Team Lotus beating with Wizards 3-2, purely because as I said, I've heard Duffer has improved as a player, and I haven't seen Stealthlin play in a pretty long while. And I think Toxo's not as good as he used to be. So that's the reason for Team Lotus beating them 3-2. Omen Esports beating Team Clinical. Omen are looking like a pretty strong team. As I said, I think I put them first. So I think they should be able to beat Clinical pretty easily. Team Clinical pretty easily. Mischievous 3 beating Team Lin 3-1. The players on Mischievous 3, I think, will just outclass them quite a lot. I do think Lin will take a game purely because it's game week 1 and pretty much anything can happen in game week 1. So yep. Next, I have Astral beating the Goons at 3-2. My mind just went blank. I actually do have Goons higher than them in the rankings, but I think that the players on Astral will come out better in the first week. So yep. Flame Esports beating Pinogem 3-2. I think it's pretty clear. I haven't seen Pinogem play as all the players are new, and I have Flame in 5th, so seemed pretty obvious to make them win. I made it close because no one's seen Pinodium play, so they could be outrageous team. We don't know. We'll see. Moving over to the solo games, Team Miracle beating Deep Space 3-1. Team Miracle are 3 spots higher in my solar rankings, so I think they will be able to outclass Deep Space pretty easily. Yet again, I have Deep Space taking a game because game week 1, anything can happen. Next up is BTF Esports, taking down Astro 3-2. This is, yet again, is one, it's game week 1, and 2, I haven't seen a lot of the players on Astro play in a while, and I do think BTF, because they're a new team, they could come out the gates pretty well. For what we've seen from a few of the other seasons, new teams normally come out pretty strong. Yep. Next, I have my team beating Project Charm 3-1. This is kind of just me saying we'll beat them because we will. But no real reason. I think this could go either way, personally. Click beating Corinthians 3-1. I think the players on Click are just, as much as I put them together, and they haven't played too much. I think the level of players on Click should be able to outplay Corinthians. Next, we have Team Serene just beating Team Trilogy 3-0. I think Team Serene will just thoroughly outclass them, and yeah, my predictions.
Yep, and we will move on to Jeffo to run through his.
Yeah, so I think that Team Lotus will 3-0 with Wizards. Just I don't think it's gonna be that close. I think Team Lotus just clears them. And Omen Esports, I think they're gonna do really well against Team Clinical. Just better players. And in my power rankings, I got Team Clinical getting 9, so yeah. And Mischievous 3 versus Team Lin 3-2. I rate both of the teams, but I do think Mischievous 3 is gonna be a little bit better. Astro Esports versus BGCS Goons. I think Goons will just manage to clinch this win. It's gonna be very close. Maybe even go to a OT in game 5. And Flame Esports versus Panojam. I think though that Flame will win 3-1. Yeah, I don't really know Panojam and well Flame. Yeah, they're probably just gonna win that. And I've got my own team winning against Deep Space 3-1. I always manage to lose either game 1 or 2, so it's just bound to happen. So I'll gladly take that. Then BTF versus Astro. I think Astro is gonna just take the upper hand on that one. Maybe get a game to get used to who they're playing, but after that I think they'll be fine. Then Clinical versus Project Charm. I think Clinical's gonna steamroll through them. Just Reptic, Kyle, just very great players, and I think they'll do a lot of damage in our conference to a lot of teams. Then Corinthians versus Click. I think they'll win 3-1. I don't really know either of the teams, so it could go either way. But I chose Corinthians. I don't really have a specific reason why. And then Team Serene versus Team Trilogy. I've put Trilogy last, so it kind of only makes sense for Team Serene to win then.
Yep. And with that, we will move on to Mr. Kylian's. On you go,
Yes,
Kylian.
sir. First of all, Team Lotus against Wizards. I put them in 3-2. Lotus beating them 3-2. Omen against Team Clinical. I think we'll do pretty good. I haven't really seen Team Clinical play yet. So maybe they will surprise me, but so far I put it 3-0 for Omen. Mischievous 3 beating Team Lin 3-2. Astro Esports beating 3-1 against BGCS Goons. Flame Esports beating Panojam 3-1. And then to the solar teams, Team Miracle beating Deep Space 3-0. PTF Esports against Astro 3-2 for PTF. Project Charm against Clinical Masterminds. I put in Clinical Masterminds beating them 3-1. Click against Corinthians. I put in 3-1 for Corinthians. Team Serene beating Team Trilogy 3-1.
And there we go. And with that, we move on to Senor Banans. If you want to just read
Yep.
through your predictions, let me just turn you back up.
Yeah, I put my team winning. I think we're just gonna out-pressure them and outstyle them with our mix. Omen takes the win against Team Clinical, because I just think they're a lot better. Mischievous 3 takes a 3-0 against Team Lin, because Mischievous 3 is really good offensively. So I think they're gonna get a lot of goals that series. Astral Esports takes the game 3-1 against BGCS Goons. As you see, I put Goons at number 10 and Astral at number 8. Flame loses 2-3 against Penogem, because I just have a feeling they're gonna be really good. Team Miracle wins against Deep Space, because Jeffo, Panic, whoever they play, Visu or Gravsy, they're just gonna win because they're good defensively and offensively. So Deep Space is just gonna panic. BTF Esports is gonna lose to Astro Allegiance, because first of all, I have not seen them play, and they have fucking Soli. Wait, no, I'm joking. They have Marvels, who is a really good GC. Trident, yeah, I have not seen him play in a while, but he was really good in season 2. And Grizz, who's gonna play game week 1, is gonna carry them, because he's actually really underrated. And Project Charm is gonna lose to Clinical, because, you know, Kyle, it's just a free win. Click is gonna beat Corinthians, because Minty is gonna carry like he usually does. Team Serene is gonna beat Team Trilogy, because Dwarf isn't playing, I hope. So, yeah.
Hi.
Hello. And with that, yep, we'll move on to my what? Well, yeah, my
Yeah, you're.
predictions, which may say Brooksy on it, but they're actually mine. It's just my way of getting round of blaming Brooksy for everything. I'll just change it. But yeah, so I've went for Team Lotus to beat With Wizards 3-2. I think that's a top of the table clash, you know, first versus third in my rankings. I think it could go either way, but I think Lotus, I think they are more of been a consistent team for a while now, and I think they'll perform well together. And then Omen, I think, will beat Clinical. I think Omen might be a bit nervous to start with, you know, might lose the first game and then settle down into a nice win. Then Mischievous 3 have got beaten Team Lin 3-2. I just think they're Mischievous 3 are just slightly better. Mint, Melty Crispy and Lewis, very, very good team together. And even bringing in Charlie, if Charlie's very, good GC to have as well. And then we move on to Astral Esports. I have them beating BGCS Goons. I think Goons are going to struggle this season. I think Trix will come out and, prove why he's now GC and he'll do very well. And then I've actually got Penojam getting their only win against Flame. I think that's one of the only wins that they'll get in the season. I think Flame will start off very slow and then come into the season towards the end. And we move on to the Solar. I've got Team Miracle beating Deep Space 3-1. I think it's another top of the table clash, but I think Miracle will just have too much at this stage of the season, at the early stages. I think Deep Space will need a couple of weeks to settle in. I've got Astro, even with Grizz playing, another one with Banan that thinks a lot of people truly underestimate Grizz. If Grizz can have a stable Wi-Fi and a stable internet connection for the series, I think he'll perform very well. And I think they'll do very well in winning. And then I've got myself beating Project Charm. I think that can go either way. Project Charm are a very good team. I had to pick one. I think one of us finishing fourth, and I've picked us. I'm going to pick myself, but I wouldn't be surprised if Project Charm finish high up in the table. And then I've got Click just beating out Corinthians in a bottom of the table clash. And then I've got Team Serene to just fully sweep Team Trilogy. I rate Team Serene quite highly. And yeah, that is my week 1 predictions. And while we didn't do it, I'll move on to Brooksy's. So there we go. I'll just quickly run through these. Brooksy's went for 3-2 to With Wizards. I think he's the only one to predict that. 3-1 to Omen. 3-0 to Mischievous 3. 3-2 to Astral. 3-1 to Penagym. Team Miracle to win 3-0. Astro Allegiance to win 3-2. Clinical Masterminds to win 3-1. Click to win 3-1. And Team Serene to 3-0. But yeah, so with everyone, that is the predictions for the Season 4 of BGCS complete. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all for stopping by. Don't forget to go over to the Discord, and there will be a channel in there to post your predictions, get them posted, and let everyone else see that your own predictions. And thank you to Kylian, Jeffo and Banan for joining. Thank you guys.
Yes.
Anytime.
Yeah, thank you.
Also thank you for Reptic as well for doing the pod. We overlay here for the stream so you could all see our predictions. And yeah, with that, I am going to end the stream there. Do you want to say goodbye, guys?
No.
Goodbye.
No.
Whoa.
You're trapped here forever.
But yeah, anyway, thank you everybody. Hope you all have a lovely evening and enjoy Season 4. Remember, get your game scheduled. You've got till tomorrow night. If you haven't done it by tomorrow night at 11:59 BST, you will get randomly assigned when you're playing, and you have to make it or you forfeit. So yeah, everybody take care, sleep well,